the first big game as many people said, and it's a 1-1 draw between Brazil and Morocco. And if I had to give one title for this video in the case of Brazil versus Morocco, it is Morocco has definitely schooled Brazil. Meanwhile, the dark horses, Turkiye, they have been like, that is a pure counter-attack masterclass by Australia. What a game. I believe that game was a better game than Brazil and Morocco. Literally, I had to wake up at 3:30 a.m. to watch Brazil versus Morocco, and I had to watch Brazil get schooled by Morocco. That was unbelievable. First, we'll talk about Brazil and then we'll talk about Australia and Turkey. After Neymar got selected, people thought that Brazil are now the favorites since it's their prince's last ever dance, last World Cup. Neymar commented last dance, and after watching Brazil in the first match, they looked hopeless. The players did not look that good on the ball and off the ball. They were not that confident in their making. Everything was very slow. Like Ancelotti when he was at Madrid were known for their speedy attacks, speedy build-ups. He capitalized on the quality of players in terms of speed. But that did not happen. That absolutely did not happen. From the get-go only, Morocco were dominating. They were dominating heavily. Morocco's superiority in terms of numbers, in terms of ability, was like, it was very much open to everybody. The 1 and 2 passes between each Moroccan players to get out of the troublesome areas was too damn good to watch. That is the thing. Now, for the goal, what a goal by Saibari. Saibari is the player Bayern are watching right now. They want him after they did not get their hands on Gordon. And what a goal by him. What a through ball by Brahim Diaz between Gabriel and Marquinhos, two proven and solid defenders, and against a solid goalkeeper like Alisson, he chipped the ball, and that was a perfect goal. But within like 11 minutes, Vinicius scored an absolute banger of a goal. But honestly saying, Morocco did not look bad at any point of time. That is the thing. They dominated Brazil like anything else. Like, Brazil were playing so damn poor, they did not look good at all. Rafinha did not look that good as he plays at Barcelona. When he plays at Barcelona, Igor Thiago disappointed. Igor Thiago did disappoint because he got a clear heading chance, but he missed the head chance. And Paqueta, are you serious? Paqueta, he just got out of West Ham, who got relegated and went to Flamengo, and he did not play. Whereas when Cunha was dropped in, when Cunha was subbed in, he started providing tweaks. I am not saying he did great and all, but he showed what Paqueta was not showing at all. Cunha was giving those attacking tweaks that Brazil needed. But that's it for Brazil. Brazil, as always, are dependent on individual quality. They are not a team. They are not a proper team. And that is very sad to watch. I want to ask Ancelotti why he didn't switch plays up and down that much. Because if Thiago was not working, why not try Endrick? People say Ancelotti is Endrick's worst nightmare, and I don't know, it's still only one match, but it's like Endrick has proved, obviously Thiago has also proved himself, but when he is not working, why not try out with Endrick? Why not try out with Cunha? You can always try out Endrick, you can always try out Cunha at the striker position. Cunha will give you, like, the dynamics he will provide you are like too damn good, but still, it is very concerning because Brazil did not look great at all, and people often forget that Brazil were not actually looking that good even before Ancelotti. Like, they qualified as the 5th best team from the CONMEBOL qualifiers, and that is very concerning. The thing is that Neymar did not play, as we all know, and we all want Neymar to play, and it seems that he will only play after the group stages if they qualify. But the thing is that today, as we all saw, the game was very physical also, and Neymar with, like, he is playing with one leg at this point, but if he plays, I don't know if he can handle the physicality. And here comes the question, was his selection the right choice? People pressurized Ancelotti and they wanted Neymar, and due to which Joao Pedro did not get selected. And honestly, in today's game, I felt like that was a game for Joao Pedro. I'm not saying that he would have made the difference and everything, but in this game, he could have done something that maybe Thiago could not do. If you look at the stats, just see the expected goals are higher for Morocco, obviously. And if you go for like shots off target, obviously Morocco, you just need to keep the pressure, and Morocco were doing everything well. In terms of duels, ground duels were won more by Morocco, and successful dribbles were by Morocco more. Duels won 62. That only tells you how dominant Morocco were in this game. Many, including myself, kept Brazil at number 1, I believe, because obviously there is this connection with Neymar, obviously. But after watching this match, it is very concerning for Brazil that if, like, I believe they might qualify, because you never know, but still Scotland won their game against Haiti and they're number 1 right now. If Scotland win another game by chance, they will obviously qualify, but that only puts pressure on Brazil. And nobody should call Morocco a dark horse anymore. They are not a dark horse. They are literally FIFA ranked 7th team. So did you look at the fullbacks? Hakimi has always been good, we all know that, but did you look at Mazraoui? He played too damn good. Like, he was passing the wingers. Rafinha could not do anything. Any other player could not do anything, and I do not understand. I do understand, because Brazil don't have the quality anymore. Like, for example, Casemiro is obviously old right now, we all know that, and when you're subbing out Casemiro at 45 minutes, you're bringing in Fabinho. Like, all oldies. There are no young players. Casemiro has proved himself this season, so I will not say much about him, but Fabinho, man, Fabinho. In Big 2026, you're playing Fabinho. That only tells you that this squad is very it's very meh. That's the thing. Now, for Australia and Turkey, all I want to say is that, as I have mentioned before, this is a pure counter-attack masterclass by Australia. If you look at the momentum graph, you can just see how much possession Turkey had maintained all throughout the game. More expected goals, total shots are more than 3 times of Australia, and still they could not score a single goal. And that Australian keeper, Beach was his name, he was too damn good between the sticks. He was really good. The 2 saves on the free kicks, the rebound saves and whatnot, what he has done was incredible. Turkey looked good when their midfielders had the ball, like Koçu, Çalhanoğlu and Arda Güler. Like, they were the only ones who were trying to do it, like, before halftime only, because like Yildiz wasn't doing anything, and Aktürkoğlu too, he did nothing. That is the thing. They looked very hopeless when it comes to, like, finishing in the final third. When Yildiz came on, they started attacking more, they started shooting, they started doing what they had to do all throughout the game. But when you look at the first goal that Australia scored, what a goal by Iran Kunda, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but the goal he scored was unbelievable. The counter attack he scored from where he scored was truly unbelievable. The thing is that in today's generation, players try to score more when they try to shoot at the far end, but they do not realize that sometimes keepers are ready to save for the far end shots. That's why both the goals scored by Iran Kunda and Metcalfe, they were both scored by shooting at the near post. That is the thing, and these goals they have scored were unbelievable, and they were both, one of them were counter-attacks obviously, but the other one was from a miss pass, so you can technically say that it is from a counter-attack. If you look at the stats, you can just see that Turkey dominated the whole game in terms of numbers, like 30 shots, 8 shots on target, more touches, 52 touches in the opposition box, like more than, like 3 times more than Australia. More big chances, more accurate passes, more corners, they were everywhere, but still Australia took the points. 28 possession, and that was enough for them. 4 shots on goal, out of which 2 came as a goal. Like, that is what was needed. They played their counter-attack, and now they are number 1 in their group, I believe. It was USA, damn. But now with this, the groups totally look different than what people had predicted, including myself. Like, USA and Australia are right now number 1 and 2 in their groups, while Scotland and Morocco are number 1 and 2 in their groups, and Brazil are at 3rd. It's still only the first match, but let's hope that Brazil can do something, because honestly, I hope they do it. Even though I support Argentina, but I have a soft corner for Brazil only because of Neymar. So I hope they do something, they improve, because if the players cannot connect, especially Rafinha, Vinicius, Matheus Cunha, if they do not connect with themselves, I really don't see anything good for Brazil happening.